team, I'm bound, and I got my Joe hip hop. Purple in my bowl. Yeah, I got my Joe. Purple in my bowl. Yeah, I got my Joe. Purple in my bowl. Yeah, I got my Joe. Purple in my bowl. Yeah, I got my Joe. It's still an 8, I'm here. Come and drink a beer, cause I can't hear so near.
What up? Welcome back. That's right. AJ Brown, Super Bowl jersey. Just a few things I want to address before we go to sleep, ladies and gentlemen. Taco Tuesday. Happy birthday to my son. Today I saw the presser. I saw the presser from Nick Sirianni, Vic Fangio, special teams coach, and the OC. KP, the OC KP. Some frustrations I have, with Kevin Patullo, man, that needs to be addressed. It just really needs to be said, man. I mean, I was pissed. Obviously, in my last video, I was pretty pissed off, saying the things I said. I kind of went off a little bit, but I was drinking and really heated. I just, the way the Giants were scoring offensively, we just needed to keep up with that pace, and we just couldn't, because the way you beat Kevin Patullo and the Eagles offense is that you keep them at 3rd and 6. That's what this man had to say today in the presser. I see Nick Sirianni, and he's just like, "Oh, we got to prep the guys more. We got to do this, that, and the third more." It just comes down to situational football. Vic Fangio, the defensive coordinator, I got to coach the guys better. I didn't call good enough plays, and we just didn't. I just got to get the guys better. I mean, taking ownership, responsibility, for your position in coaching, especially like the special teams coach too. We just didn't get our catching fundamentals correctly. That's why we dropped the ball. We can't be dropping the ball whenever we're on returns. We won't make returns. We got to get the 9, 14 yard. I mean, I didn't get the guys better. We got to prep up better. Then you go to the offensive coordinator and Kevin Patullo, and this guy just loots. He's like, well, Nick Sirianni alluded back to, we were just behind the sticks. We didn't get back to. It's all about what the defense is showing us, which is true. It's true. Okay, I agree, but you're saying, no, we just get behind the sticks. We can't get to where we want to get to when we're in 3rd and 7. That's not good enough. That's not a good enough answer for me, dude. We can't get to where we can't get to when we're 3rd and 7. Do you know who we have on this offense? I don't. That's a horrible answer to me, dude. It just really is. It really is, and he's just like, no, well, the guys talk to me, on and off the field, so that's very good or whatever. I mean, is it? Is it good that they talk to you? That's fine, as long as we're winning and getting production. You know what? If we lost by 3, right, in the last minute field goal, because we just couldn't execute on 1 or 2 plays, fine, I'll give you that. I'll give you that 3rd and 7. You know what I mean? You know what? We didn't get the first down. But a whole halves, I should say, for the past weeks, you've been doing this shit, giving us the same answers, dude. This guy said the same answers. We get behind the sticks. We just can't execute correctly. When we get that far, we're not able to make the right play calls because we're just on 35, 36, 37, and also field position. Just blaming the others, like blaming special teams. He's basically blaming the players. You know what I mean? Yeah, penalties happen. Yes. You know what? Jalen Hurts had a couple of mistakes. But for you to say the same things for weeks, dude, I don't know how nobody else is seeing this from the organization. This guy doesn't have he can't take responsibility. This guy can't, you hear Vic Fangio, well, I didn't coach the guys good enough. I didn't call good enough plays, right? He didn't say that once. Like, Ken Patullo did not say that even one time. He did not even say, I didn't call good enough plays. He didn't say that. Can't say it. I didn't prepare the guys well enough. He can't say that either. He won't say it. Like, he won't take responsibility, dude. Everybody else taking responsibility for his mishaps. Then you guys, you got, Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, everybody else praising, we believe in Kevin Patullo. We believe in Kevin Patullo. Is it the fact? Is the problem? Is Kevin Patullo in disbelief of himself, like play calling? Is that what the problem is? Because I really feel like it might be, dude. It really, it might be just disbelief, not confident enough. Although he does hide it. They asked him today, if it phases him, and he said not really. Or maybe he's just stubborn. You know what I mean? And certain same plays he wants to force to work. That could be another reason. But I honestly think it's disbelief, not confident enough, because you don't take ownership. You don't take ownership. Yeah, we got to be better. You have to be better. I understand, we're a team. You can say we one time, but you continuously saying we as a team, us, we need to, I mean, dude, you lost and you put up 17 points in 2 games. Take responsibility. Take responsibility. Maybe it'll help you out inside on opening up to new things when you come to the realization that these past 2 games you weren't good enough. You didn't call good enough plays. You didn't prepare the offense enough. Period, dude. I mean, when you don't take accountability for the things you've done, I can't tell you how much that gets to me, man. It really does. I mean, that's not even just football. That's just in life in general. You're not facing what you've done, or clean up the mess you've made, or just not even putting it out there that you made this mess, and just leaving it behind you, and just blaming, well, I don't have time, well, I was over here, and well, that's why I can't do this. It's an excuse, dude. He's just coming up with excuses. He just keeps coming up with excuses why he fails to prepare the offense and why he's not calling good enough play calls. And it just gets to me that the ownership is not there for this man. But it's late, man. It's just something that I just really, really needed to address. Hopefully, Kevin Patullo can see this video. You need to take responsibility for your actions as well, dude. You were part of the play calling on offense. You're calling the plays, dude. Everybody knows that. You can't stand there, sit there, wherever in the presser, and say, well, we're just getting behind the sticks. We're not in a good situation of football as a team. This, that. Like, you're basically blaming everybody else, dude. It's not a blame game. And you are blaming people. You're trying to make up excuses why you didn't call it well enough game, when you could just easily say, I didn't call it well enough game. I have to do better. and I know that. I just have to get with the guys more. And then you go on to say, you start blaming like that we don't know who we are, saying you see other teams figuring it out. I feel like that's where we're at. That's where you're at. That's where you're at, dude. You're figuring out you. Like who you're gonna be play calling for the Eagles. That is where you are. We know who Jalen Hurts is. We know who Saquon Barkley is. We know AJ Brown. We know Devontae Smith, and we can go on and on. Lane Johnson, Jordan Mailata. We know who these guys are. They know who they are. You're the one that's needing to figure out who you are. And if you need help, man, you know, a championship is on the line here. We got a wide open window right now to go back and just win it all again, dude. But and then, one thing I just remembered, he goes on and says just this ignorant ass thing ever. He goes, this man has to go on and say, well, you know what? That's where we have to go into, go back to work. It's our job. What do you mean it's our job? So you're not doing your job? You're saying you're not doing your job? Like you do it sometimes, you do it this day and you're off this day, or you just show up this day but you actually do your job that day. Like it's our job? That's what you have to say? It's our job? Are you kidding me, dude? Get to work, man. Like work on the playbook. I want to see a lot of different plays out there. I want to see screens, slants. I want to see a lot of stuff, dude. You want to run draws? Fine. Run a draw. Run a toss. Run outside. Do different stuff, dude. Do different stuff. That's all I ask. And yeah, man. I didn't like his presser today. I don't like, damn, dude. This is what we have to deal with right now. This is what we have. And I'm not saying that they won't click, but right now it isn't. It's just like he's just not on another level page right now. I mean, like if you could say that the play calling is just as bad as the Jets, against the Bronco, I mean, it probably is. Now, I'm not saying we're the Jets. I'm saying the play calling is offensively. At least these past two games been fucking trash, bro. It's been fucking trash. It's been fucking trash. And that's just being straight up, dude. I just want my offensive coordinator to own up to some of this shit so we can at least get to some real work on how we're going to improve. If you can't face the consequences of your actions or take responsibility for your action, it's just like, how are you ever going to get better, dude? I'm just saying, man. Like, how are you ever going to get better if you don't know what you're doing wrong? You don't study what you're doing wrong. Circle it. Eliminate your errors. I won't hold you guys up too long. 14 minutes. It's just stuff like that, dude. Little details like that, dude. It just comes down to if we're gonna win the next game, how we're gonna prep for the next game, how we're gonna prep during the season, what we're gonna do differently to improve this offense, to get to where we need to get to. And you know what? The defense, Vic Fangio, you can't blame this man, dude. How much games have the defense helped us win? We are 4-2, not just because Jalen Hurts, but because of that defense, man. Because of that defense, man. Because of that defense, bro. They had a bad game against Jackson Dart, but you know what? It could be said for both sides. They had a heck of a game. Jackson Dart was balling. That's just being straight. He was balling, dude. He was balling. Like I said in the last video, we don't know what this man's gonna be. This guy could be going off on everybody now. He's gaining experience. People are gonna be like, well, they lost to the Saints. Well, the Saints, honestly, if you look at their games, they've been pretty close. I think they only had like one game where they were blown out, but most of all the other games were close. The Jets games too. Most of all their games were close. So I mean, that's all I have, man. I mean, I just like this just needs to get fixed. Hopefully, guys get better defensively. I don't know how long Quinion Mitchell's gonna be out. We lost the defensive end in Smith, so we gotta move some people. I think the Kobe Dean should implement him in like now that we're having all this struggle, guys retiring and other guys are hurt. We should implement him in the game. Yeah, they hadn't played special teams. He's coming back. It's just a huge talent. We can have him and Jahad Campbell. I mean, we can have him out there. I don't see an issue how we can't put 1 year and 1 year in different positions on having them both on the field. We need all the help we can get defensively right now because of injuries, retirement. But that's all I offer you guys. Hopefully you like the video on Super Bowl, AJ Brown. Yeah, man. I'll see you guys next time for the Vikings and Eagles, dude. I mean, I think we have to go to Minnesota and we got to face these guys and Carson wins. We can't miss up. This is another good team. We need to execute on this mini bye we're taking off. Ken Patullo's got to take responsibility for shit that he's right in the middle of, and hopefully he does, man. Hopefully he does. I mean, the only real men, that take this job seriously or their job seriously will own up to mistakes they've made. Take ownership. I mean, it's not even about like, okay, you know what? He wants me to do it, I'll do it. No, like, it's a realization. You know what? I made this. I gotta fix this, and I gotta make it better. Type situation. That's really what it is, dude. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys liked it, and until the Eagles and Vikings. Peace.